So what are some of the kind of more under or overutilized deductions and credits that we should be thinking about?
In the US tax code, section 162 defines what is a business expense. It needs to be ordinary and necessary in order to claim something as an expense against your business. And of course, it gets more and more complicated because it's a very broad definition. So obviously, when you have broad definitions, people abuse. So something that we are seeing like that is being underutilized, like self-employment health insurance, for example. Like you are the one that is covering yourself, and you have a business, and you're buying like insurance from the marketplace, from the state marketplace. Let's say people don't treat it as a deduction sometimes, and don't realize that the self-employed person, you can treat it as a deduction against your income. So that's a good example. Another example is the home office deduction. If it's relevant to you, you'll be able basically to deduct the portion that is exclusively being used for your business. People just like miss sometimes, or sometimes they don't miss it, but they just do it wrong. Let's put it that way. Either like underestimate that or they overestimate that. Probably will not be able to claim 100% of your home office deduction, for example. But we have seen some people claiming like nothing or 2% or something like that is very unreasonable. But those are a couple of examples. Rachel, Spencer, do you have any other ideas?
Yeah, I think along the lines of missing deductions, there's also missed opportunities. There are things that are deductible and you just don't know that they're available to you, and particularly with credit. So, for example, if you have a business and you open a retirement plan, the first year that you have that retirement plan, there's a $500 tax credit that you could potentially be eligible for. And a lot of people, they're already doing these things, and there are tax advantages that they're just not benefiting from because they don't know they're out there. So you have to know that it exists in order to take it. Another thing would be R&D credits, particularly with dentists or other professionals. They're like, you know what, I'm not doing this major R&D effort. Why would I qualify for the R&D credit? But if you actually read the rules, there are a lot of businesses that can qualify and a lot of activities that can make you eligible for those R&D expenses, even if that's not necessarily the primary purpose of your business. So just not knowing things exist is a really big way that things get missed time and time and time again.